Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Scone, presented by wait, Tuesday edition of Morning presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. If you need an orthopedist, choose the best. Choose Brock and Hudco Roofing. HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know. Hudco Roofing and HudcoRoofing.com. I'm having way too much fun with that. Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Glad to have you both with us here. As always, we are brought to you by Brock, the Baton Rouge Clinic, Hudco Roofing, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com, and ProChargeEV, ProChargeEV.com. All right, y'all. By the way, another new toy today. It might look a little different. Trying a different camera today, a PTZ. So my hope is you're noticing an even clearer picture today. And I think this is probably the camera that I'm going to go with. Let me know if you notice a difference and if you have a preference. All right, glad to have you aboard with us here. LSU baseball wins. They beat Central Arkansas 4-3. Cade Anderson, the freshman out of St. Paul's and Covington, got the start. It was his first appearance on the season, first appearance of his career. He went 4 innings, gave up just 1 run on 3 hits, struck out six in 4 innings pitched. Really impressive lefty, and mostly that he commanded the zone. He did walk 3 hitters, but for the most part avoided trouble and was really good. After that, so Christian Little for the first time this year went an inning in the 3rd. So DJ Primo again in sort of that stopper role. Came in with 2 out in the 6th and got you with 1 out. Came in with 1 out in the 6th. And situational, got the lefty, and then they brought in Gavin Guidry. So man, I'll tell you, no, forgive me. Primo walked a batter and then got a ground out. So and then they brought in Gavin Guidry to finish the 6th. Yeah, the 6th. So the game was on while I was doing AFR. So I was trying to follow the game and host the show, which is not always the easiest thing. So I'm looking at the recap to try to drive on memory. So Justin Lohr pitched the 8th, struck out the side in the 8th, which was kind of incredible. And then Fidel Ulloa came in and got the save. So awesome. Fidel Ulloa looked good again. 3 up, 3 down, 3 ground balls. And that's a guy you could tell, man, Jay's going to use him, leverage situations out of the bullpen. And he looks really good so far. We've already seen him make 3 appearances, and he looks good. So, okay, glad to have you aboard with us here. Also, the LSU women. So if you're wondering, I'm looking at a second screen over here, the box score and stats. So that's why I'm looking this way, as opposed to having it on my computer here, where I'd have to toggle back and forth. But the LSU women blew out Texas A&M on the road. It wasn't even close. It was 49-19 and a half or something like that. It ended 81. It ended 81-58. Let's see. It was so halftime. It was 36-14 at half. Excuse me. It was not close, but Angel Reese got some foul trouble, ridiculous foul trouble. Anissa Morrow scored 25. Boisget had 20 on the game. So a good day for LSU, polishing up an awesome weekend. So the basketball Tigers and baseball Tigers will be back in action. So basketball plays Kentucky on Wednesday, and then baseball is back for a 4-game weekend starting on Thursday. Okay, let's say some good mornings. You know the drill. If you're on YouTube, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you for being here with us as always. Facebook, like the Matt Moscone page post. And if you are there on LinkedIn, thanks for being there on LinkedIn as well. We appreciate you all greatly. Let me really quickly do this. I think that Brock logo up in the corner. yeah, it's right here. You can see it. It's just kind of blends into the bottles a little. I probably need to get one with a white background so it doesn't blend as much. Anyway, okay, let's say some good morning to each other. You know the drill. Fire away. We appreciate y'all for being here as always. Jeff Hawk, what up, my dude? Good morning, man. Hope you're doing awesome today. Bubba Tatum, good morning. JB Johnson, morning, Matt. Missed the last few lives. Glad to make this one. Glad you're here, JB. Whenever you can be, man. Tim Gotro, Adam Parker, good morning. Devin Kelly, morning. Forgot to text you about my hat. Did you get it? I mean, Devin, just come to like, I'm talking about hat radio station, man. We got you, bro. You just gotta I'll just leave it at the front desk for you when you can make it. Let's see. Jesse Brown, great win for the Lady Tigers. Von Bluesman, good morning. Devin said the audio sounds muffled. I have an echo today, huh? Oh, I bet I know what it is. Thank you. Hang on. I bet I know what it is. I bet I know what it is. I bet I know what it is. Yep. Hang on. Hang on.
Okay. Should be better now. Should be better. Audio should be better now. So what happened is I have a new camera that I'm trying today. And whenever you plug in new hardware, it changes the default settings. So my default setting for the microphone is this mic, but when I plugged in the new camera, it picked up the mic from the camera instead of this microphone. So it should be better right now. Okay, thank y'all for pointing out the audio. So audio should be better. Just let me know. Audio should be better, yeah. Okay, audio is better. Good. Sorry about that. Yep. Yep, that was my bad. Sorry. Thank you for the heads up. So just again, I'll just really quickly recap. So because the audio was bad, and it's so weird too because like with my earpiece, I'm hearing the mic through the audio board because I have this plugged in directly. So I'm not. I'm hearing the audio board, which you all should be hearing, but I have to change the settings, so it's my bad. Okay. So again, just I don't know if y'all caught what I was saying there at the beginning, but baseball wins 4-3. Nice debut by Kate Anderson. Love to see Fidel Ulloa close it out. Justin Lohr struck out the side, worked around a hit in the eighth. DJ Primo, another situational spot. Tigers looked like they were going to be off and running. They got 3 runs in the first, and then another Bear Jones homer in the third to go 4-1 at that point. But that was all the scoring LSU got. So a little disappointing. The offense didn't get going more, but the pitching did what it had to do. So that's encouraging. And then the Lady Tigers beat A&M 81-58. It was never really close. It was 38-14 or something like that at halftime. Flauget and Anissa Moro both had big days. So good day. Okay, y'all. Let's keep rolling here. B-Rock, what's going on? Patrick Ramos, good morning. Russell Jory. Okay, I got to get past all the bad audio ones. Brant Roban, morning, Scone. Wonder if this year we'll have to pay or sign up to watch LSU Minute Maid Park next weekend. Hold on. Good question. So LSU's going to the Astros Foundation Classic. In the past, that thing's been televised. Maybe so, man. If you go to LSU's website, there is a watch live link. I wonder if it's going to be streaming for free or if you're going to have to pay. It looks like it's going to be on MLB TV. That's what it looks like. So I don't know if that's going to be MLB Network or streaming on the MLB TV app. I am subscribed to MLB TV, so I should be good. But again, I don't know if it's going to be free or if you're going to have to pay on MLB TV. I don't know that answer, but let me see if I can get it. It's a good question, Brant. Thank you for bringing that up. All right. James McKinney, good morning. Abner Neal, what's up? Sorry, I'm trying to get past all the a lot of the comments about the mic. So sorry about that. Eric Hart, good morning from I-10 West in Beaumont. All right, man, drive safely. Good to see you there. Thanks for checking in, my dude. Weston Weaver, Juan, good morning. Kelly Gross, good morning. All right. Where are we? All right. Callium Alexander, morning, Matt. Stuck in LA with COVID from a cruise ship. Hope to be honest. I'm sorry to laugh, man. I'm not trying to laugh at you, I promise. But that sucks, man. You go on a cruise and you get COVID, and then they won't let you come. Well, they won't let you come home, or like, are you quarantined? Are we like I didn't? Are we still doing the quarantine thing for COVID? Is that why you're still in LA, or you're just waiting till you get better to travel? Um. Gary Petrie, great win for LSU baseball and basketball. Big one tomorrow too, man, for LSU basketball with Kentucky. You know, I'm really hopeful that they can go play their best game. And my guess is, like, I don't know, we'll find out what the spread is on that game. And my guess is Kentucky will be somewhere from a 6 to 10 point favorite. I know it's a big range, but I'm not an odds maker. I'm just guessing where it's going to be. But home court is a big deal, and LSU is going to have a significant crowd and home court advantage and all that sort of stuff. So, um, hopefully they go out and they play their best game. The strange thing about Kentucky is, Kentucky's one of the best offensive teams in the country, but they were just disinterested and, quite honestly, atrocious defensively for much of the season. And then they went to Auburn this weekend and absolutely put the clamps on Auburn, which goes to show you, like, if they do lock in, they can certainly be impressive. So it's a great opportunity though for LSU, and it does feel like you get a free swing at Kentucky because you got that win against South Carolina, and you get four. You're going to get 5 games after Kentucky where you're going to be favored. I don't know that you're an underdog in any of your remaining 5 after Kentucky. So you kind of get a free swing, man, at Kentucky, and if you connect, awesome. And you get a chance to maybe play yourself into tournament contention. I don't know that you get there, but it feels like if you beat Kentucky and then, win out and you win your last 7 in conference play and you get to 11 conference wins, yeah, you got a real shot. But again, I don't think that's going to happen. Like, I don't expect them to beat Kentucky, and I don't expect them to win their last 5. I think you lose to Kentucky, you go 4-1 over your last 5. You're 9-9 in conference play, and you're going to be an NIT team, and that's a really good outcome for this team. All right, Tommy Primo, good morning. Glenn Laurie, morning, Matt. Would hate to see Jaden Daniels go to the Falcons. Me too. So there was Dan Graziano yesterday on Monday on Get Up, said reported that there's a lot of teams interested in Jaden Daniels and could be interested in trading up. And so you kind of look at, okay, well, what teams might make sense to go up? And there was an NFL.com mock draft that had the Falcons going from 8 to 4, trading with the Cardinals to take Jaden Daniels at 4. Now, does Jaden Daniels get past 3? That's the big question. Do the Patriots take a quarterback at 3? Do they look to move down? Don't know. So, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, that would be a worst case scenario if Jaden ends up in Atlanta. I mean, the great thing about Burrow is not only did he go to the AFC, but he went to a relatively benign AFC team that nobody really cared about, so you could cheer for him. If Daniels goes to the Falcons, that would just suck. Taylor Hudson, morning, Matt. After all these years listening and following you, I don't think I've heard how you and Terrio became close friends. What's the story? So Ryan and Erica, my wife, went to elementary school together. So they've known each other since they were, I don't know, 7 years old. I don't know. And so when Erica and I were dating, she was working out at Bally Total Fitness one day, and Ryan was in town in the off season. And so they saw each other and they were kind of talking, and she was like, well, I'm dating the guy that does sports radio. You should go on a show sometime, whatever. So that's how we connected when he was with the Cubs, and this was 2009 or 2010. And so we kind of kept in touch while he played. He'd come on the show from time to time. And then when he retired in 12, um, that's whenever we talked about, hey, like, do you like for baseball season, you want to come on the show like once a week? So he would come on for a segment just during baseball season. And then a segment became an hour during baseball season, and then an hour during baseball season became, man, I really like this. I'd like to keep doing it all year. So an hour during baseball became an hour year round. And then it got really popular and got sponsored, and then an hour was like became 2 hours. And so anyway, that's how it's all transpired. Right. Lowell Cormier, morning, Matt. Glad to see you wear the hoodie at times. Yeah, man. Lowell, it's a great hoodie, man. I just like so Lowell gave me a hoodie from Minot Air Force Base. And it's in my rotation, man. It's a great hoodie. I just when you had asked me about it, I just kept forgetting to bring it on the show. That's all, man. It was in my office, like on my chair in my office. I just kept forgetting to bring it on the show. But yeah, it's a great hoodie. And incidentally, the home of hometown of Dale Brown, Minot, North Dakota. Jim Arsenault, good morning. Rick Kelly, Matt, for the trolling of stadium names, try Ruff Arena, Sanford and Son Stadium, and Davis Love Wade Stadium. The whole thing, Rick, is that it's supposed to be on the down low. We're not supposed to point it out, which is why the other day was kind of annoying when I kind of went off. Jason Horn, what Lux we going with? He means kicks, but brand new dunks. What'd you think? They just dropped. I was at Ruckus last weekend, and they just got them in. So love them. Those are orange laces. I'm not sure if you could tell. They look a little yellow, but it's orange. Right. Let's see. Roan Gidry, morning, Matt. Long-time listener, first-time commenter. I know it's early on in the season. Thoughts on Braswell? Not too impressed yet. I understand it's way too early to call. So I'm kind of in the same spot you are. So, boy, and Braswell just rolled over one yesterday into a double play. And he had a throwing error at short. Here's the thing. If you didn't have another option, it would be, well, he's a veteran guy. You don't have a better option. So ride with him and let him figure it out. But through 4 games, Braswell's hitting 143. He's got 2 hits and 14 at bats, and his on base percentage is 200. He's got a single and a double. Again, the tricky part is Stephen Milam looks so good. And so you've kind of got this situation where you're going to have to decide, okay, like you have this combination of players. Okay, so Jared Jones is your first baseman, and Tommy White's playing third. So, Jake Brown, you started in right in the opener, and you had Pearson at second. Well, if you want Brown and Pearson both in the lineup, by the way, Brown right now is batting 600. Milazzo's hitting 750. He's 3 for 4. And the only time he's gotten out was he hit a rope to third base. Well, anyway, but it's only 4 at bats. So Brown's hitting 600, Travinsky's hitting 571, Milam's hitting 545. All this to say, if you want Brown, who's your leading hitter right now, 6 hits and 10 at bats. If you want Brown, Milam, and Pearson all in the lineup, well, Brown has to play right field, and Pearson has to play second base, which means Milam has to play shortstop, which means Braswell goes to the bench. So I don't think you're ready to make that decision yet. 4 games into the season, but over these next 2 weekends before you get toward conference play, um, as the sample size grows, these things will reveal themselves. It's not been a great start for Braswell. I think he would tell you that. He's got the lowest batting average of your regulars. He's hitting 143. But it's not just about batting. It's also about playing a premium defensive position there at short. And if he's your best option at short, then he's probably going to be the guy. But if we continue to see Milam play at the level he has, then boy, he's going to be hard to keep out the lineup. And honestly, that's the way I think it goes. I think Milam's going to have to be in your everyday lineup. The guy makes contact. He hits the ball on the ground, which gives you an opportunity. Like when you don't have a ton of power, you don't want to hit the ball in the air. You want to hit it on the ground or on a line. Hitting the ball in the air, you're just giving yourself up. So hit it on the ground. Make the defenders make a rushed throw. Make them range to get balls. You put pressure on the defense. So good things are going to happen for that guy. Kind of keeping the merry-go-round going. And defensively, he's been really good, and he played short in high school. So we'll see. But yeah, I think it is small sample size, but I think it's going to be really tough to keep Milam out of the lineup. Devin, if I come all the way to Government Street, my hat ain't at the front desk, we're going to have a problem. I live in Watson, downtown's hike. Well, then just let me know, man. Just let me know the next time you're around, and I'll get it to you. Brandon Garner, Brandon Garner and Larry Garner back to back. Trivia Carter, good morning. Brandon said he watched it last year through the Astros website. That sounds right. I think I remember that from last year. Matt Lynn, what's up? Shiloh, good morning. Craig Dugas, we have an updated Matt McMahon level from McMeh back to McMaybe. It's been rough, but this team doesn't give up, and you can tell his coaching philosophy is finally taking hold. Helps that he finally got the W when they were on the cusp so many times this season. Yeah, as we mentioned, the South Carolina game was the first time all year that LSU won a one-score game. So it was very nice to see them finish, no doubt. And I think Matt McMahon is better than a Matt McMaybe. He's a great basketball coach. The guys are clearly bought in. It's impressive that even when they get down, they don't give up and they fight back. They were down 20 against Florida and had a chance to win. They were down 16 at South Carolina and did win. So I had Matt McMahon on AFR yesterday, and I asked him, are you more concerned about the digging yourself in the hole, or more encouraged by the comebacks? And he kind of laughed a little bit because the answer is both. But yeah, I mean, you want to go execute for 40 minutes and not dig yourself those holes, obviously. But the team don't give up, man. Brant Roban, man, I hope LSU can start rolling when they come to Knoxville. I really don't want to hear their crap, LOL. I think LSU baseball is going to be just fine this year, man. I think they're going to be really good. Rick Manuel, good morning. Tiger Diver, can LSU get to the NIT? Absolutely, and I think they will. I think I do think that they'll lose to Kentucky and then go 4-1 in their last 5. They'll go 9-9 in league play, and I think they'll get an NIT berth. I do. William Moore, good morning. Lou, curious how Jay will handle shortstop position. Least that my main position question from the weekend. I know it's early. Yeah, we just kind of talked about that a little, but it's true. Braswell's played fine at short. He did have a throwing error, but he's been fine at short. But the question is, again, if you have to have Pearson in the everyday lineup, Pearson and Brown, and then Milam continues to push. You see, like if Pearson didn't play well, then you could platoon Pearson and Milam at second base. Or if Brown wasn't playing well, then you put Pearson to right, you put Milam at second. But if Pearson and Brown continue to play well, and you feel like you have to have them in the everyday lineup. And Milam keeps pushing them. The only place for him to go then is short. So to be determined. YouTube, please smash that like button if you would. Subscribe up to the channel. Facebook, like the Matt Moscona page. Share the post. We appreciate y'all as always. Brought to you by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. If you need an orthopedist, they're the best. Remember, 6 locations, including the Hammond location. So if you're there in Tangipahoa Parish, our friends at Brock, they're the best. If it's good enough for the LSU Tigers, for the New Orleans Saints, good enough for you and me. I had my knee surgery at Brock years ago and just could not recommend them highly enough. brortho.com for Brock. And, of course, Hudco Roofing, hudcoroofing.com. I know I mentioned it, the hailstorm last weekend. Just give us a shout, 364-1007, 364-1007. It's right there on the screen, or hudcoroofing.com. All right, y'all, get back to your comments. Got about 5 minutes to go, so let's get on our horse a little bit here and get going. Ray Langlois, morning, Matt, and Scones. Great week for the Tigers. Looking forward to seeing baseball. Ray's watching on LinkedIn. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. You can see on the comment it tells you what platform, if it's YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn. So thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. David Tolson, I went to Redemptorist, left for Lafayette my freshman year. What led to the closure of the school? Man, that part of town, enrollment got so bad. Enrollment was down, and Redemptorist was at one point a great community school, and just that part of town just didn't support the school anymore. So, and look, Erica's whole family went to Redemptorist. Her parents went to Redemptorist. Her cousins went to Redemptorist. She went to Sullivan. Her older sister went to Sullivan. Her younger sister went to Broadmoor. And her mom, Erica's mom, was working at Sullivan at the time, but which is now St. Michael's. But yeah, her whole family, her uncles, her mom, dad, cousins, that they all went to Redemptorist. So I know that was a sad thing for their family when the school closed. JB Johnson, Matt, noticed LSU are now favorites against Bama and USC. As of now, how many games will LSU realistically be favored? Yeah, JB, talked about that last week on AFR, man, when we saw those early lines. And, realistically, LSU, if that holds, right, and the season goes along, things are going to change depending on if you're winning or losing or whatever. But if that holds, LSU would be favored in every game. The only two conceivably where they might be an underdog would be home against Ole Miss or at A&M late in the season. Remember, Oklahoma is only favored to win is only picked to win 7.5. That's their win total, over under 7.5. So odds makers don't think much of Oklahoma. Same with Florida. Their projected win total is 5.5. So you figure LSU will be a favorite there. LSU is probably a road favorite at South Carolina. Home favorite against Vanderbilt. Home favorite against UCLA. You know what I mean? So, if they're a 6-point favorite against USC and 2.5 against Bama, LSU's probably favored in every game. All right, let's see. I got about 2 more minutes. Let me get going here. Fred X14, X214. What's a good MLB team to root for? I'm new to watching baseball, even though I played Little League for the Cubs in Baton Rouge as a kid. Maybe the Rangers, LOL, I don't know. Fred, I say you find your allegiance however you want, man. We're in a market where we don't have a pro baseball team. So, you find an allegiance for whatever reason. So, for me, my dad was a Yankee fan, so I'm a Yankee fan. There's a lot of fake Red Sox fans here who only started liking the Red Sox when they started winning in 2004. Nobody ever had Red Sox stuff here ever until they won the World Series in 2004. All of a sudden, a lot of blue Boston hats with that red B started popping up. You see some people who like the Cubs because of WGN, or the Braves because of Turner. But find your favorite team, man, for whatever reason. Maybe favorite player, maybe like the logo, for whatever reason, man. All right, couple of more. Quentin Brakebill, what's up? Lou, I don't see LSU keeping Milam out of the lineup. I agree. Timothy Fontenot, good morning. Bubba Smith. Lowell, thoughts on the Saints taking Brock Bowers if he's available? I would love it if he's there at 14. I think you got to go offense, either offensive line, Bowers if he's available, wide receiver. I think you got to go offense. Clinton Hope, that guy spams the chat every day. Clint Nauta. What's up, Clint Nauta? Good to see you, man. What's your too early projected lineup going into SEC play for LSU baseball? Yeah, Clint. I mean, I think Stephen Milam sticks. I think Milam plays short. I think Pearson is at second and Brown's in right. Bingham in left, Kling in center. I think you platoon at catcher. Brady Neal, the way he's swinging the bat, it's hard to keep him out of the lineup, but I think you start Neal. Kind of what they did last year, right? Neal was your starter, and Milazzo was kind of like your defensive replacement, and they DH Travinsky. Jones at first, White at third. If I had to guess it today. Edward Cooper, pitching will get us back to Omaha. They got plenty of arms, man. Let's see. I got one more. Mike Hardy, all morning from Jersey. If McMahon turns team into a contender, it's one of the biggest turns around in LSU history. Did you hear about the Rick Pitino drama destroying his players? Talked about Rick Pitino yesterday on AFR. Had some fun with that. Murder Giraffe, Irfan Sayad, Brian Wynn, Mark Vitanovich. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for being here. I got to go. Mark said, what are the chances LSU baseball repeats as national champions? I mean, they're the betting favorite right now. And David, why not, my not? An old saying when it came time to have a permanent change of station. Air Force thing, if you know, you know. All right, David, appreciate that, man. Okay, y'all have an awesome day. I got to bounce. YouTube, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Facebook, like the Matt Moscona page, share the post. As always, we appreciate so much Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, and Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. We'll get you LSU Daily. That's my apologies. I tried to record at home last night and I had a snafu. So I'll get it done as soon as I get up to the studio this morning. And AFR3. Peace.